Politics in Lebanon is polarized, dominated by Sunnis on one side and Shiites on the other. Torn between them are Lebanon's Christians. They're estimated to number about 1/3 of Lebanon's population. This year, their vote will decide whether Lebanon remains a country allied with the West or one with more and more influence from countries like Iran and Syria. And that's something that scares Georgette Cheblé. I hope it will not be the end of Lebanon, she says, and that we don't become Iran number 2. Like Georgette, most of the people who live in her village, Big Faya, up in the mountains overlooking Beirut, plan to vote to maintain the Western-backed coalition of Sunni and Christians who are in power now. But you only need to travel a few kilometers away to find Christians who don't.
We are free. We can do whatever we want. Hezbollah are very nice people. They don't cheat.
Christians like Tony say they're voting for a Christian party allied with Hezbollah because they are sick of the corruption and waste endemic in the current government. Others do so because they yearn for a leader Christians can rally around. Today, these Christians, joined by their Hezbollah allies, are going to a rally to see who they consider to be the next great Christian leader. General Michel Aoun arrived back to Lebanon in 2005, promising to free the country of Syrian influence, and he met with enormous popularity. He stormed the elections that year, but a year later he changed tack and allied with Hezbollah, Syria's #1 client in Lebanon.
When Michel Aoun went alone and had an understanding with Hezbollah, that's when people in his community, in his original constituency, started feeling alienated.
I was #1 supporter of Michel Aoun in 2005. I was voting with him. I came from Dubai also to vote for Michel Aoun and to make my family vote for Michel Aoun. But now I cannot vote for Michel Aoun because he changed all his beliefs and he changed 360 degrees.
Michel Aoun's votes are crucial to a Hezbollah-led coalition getting into power. So Christian voters like Faris Boudian, who have defected from Aoun over his alliance with Hezbollah, could well be the kingmakers in this election. It just depends how many people like Faris Boudian there are.
We don't know how they will vote this time. And all the polls have not been able to really pin them down as whether they are decided or they're still undecided. It's up for grabs.
The stakes are high and the margins thin. Elections have never been this close in Lebanon. People go to the polls Sunday, June 7th. Duncan, World Politics Review, Beirut.